Hey guys, hope everyone is doing well. I haven't been making much videos lately. It's due to a crazy PC issue, but I think I have it sorted out here. So this will be the only guide you will need for Furina. So if I could just find the character. Right. So straight up, you could build her two different ways, but Chichi, can you just be quiet a little bit? I don't really have one of my editing softwares to do my stuff, so just gonna bear with me until next week, right? So, if you have the Festerin's Desire, this is one of her best weapons in the game. Now, I will do a test to show you what I mean by this. Now, if you don't have the Festerin Desire, you could always use the Favonias, which, actually I might switch over to this because I just love using the Favonias. Those white particles that you do generate is awesome. But the next thing is that you won't be staying on field with her. So you might not even generate those particles. So the Festering Desire is just one of the best weapons. If you have these weapons and stuff, it's up to you if you want to build her for DPS, but I wouldn't really suggest it. This weapon is awesome. As you see, it increases the elemental skill damage by 32% and then the crit rate by 12%, and plus she scales with crit rate, she ascends with it. Now for the artifact set, there's gonna be a ton of people with different types of builds and stuff. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. This is the best build that I have here. Flowers HP, attack as usual, HP here if you're using an energy recharge sword. HP here again, I will explain this, and crit damage. Now, when you're building, again, as you see here, ton of energy recharge. Here too, ton of energy recharge. Here, a little bit of energy recharge, ton of energy recharge. I just have to get a good piece for this here. But generally, you will want to have her energy close to 200. She has that big damage bonus buff, and I really think that this is the way to go with her. Now, the reason why I'm using a HP over here instead of a Hydro is because of this set here. As you see here, this increases the elemental skill by 25, then a 25 again, and then 20 again here. So like 70%. That's more than a goblet, right? It's goblet. This gives what? 46. Yeah, this gives 46. She scales with HP, just like Yelan. So yeah, some people, they will want to use the Jade Cutter or even her best in slot. And if you really want to use that weapon just for damage, then I guess you will have to sacrifice on the HP and go for energy recharge, because again, you will want her burst to be up. It makes no sense having to run two other Hydro units just to battery her if you have like 120 energy for the most or the minimum. So I'm really suggesting going for ER. Now this is like a very stupid comparison here, but check this out. I'm using the elegy for the end on Yelan, even though I have the Aqua Simulacra. I pull the Aqua Simulacra just for her. Aqua? Did I say Aqua? Yeah. I pull this weapon just for her, and I don't use it because it makes no sense having to run a battery just for our off-field unit. So I tend to use the energy recharge for her, the weapon. So I have 221 here. It's not as close as what Furina's build is right now, but if I switch over to her best in slot weapon, you could see the difference with energy here. Right, so right now she has 166. That's actually pretty good. And let me just go and test it for you. Alright, so let me just pop the ult here and do a skill. Alright, so that's like about 25% there, right? And I'm gonna switch over to the elegy and show you the difference.
Game's up. Comes over.
Yep, wow. Look at that. Yeah. She will be good to go for the next rotation. That is the difference with energy. Now, do keep in mind, this is something you need to understand. Furina don't have like a way to generate energy as quick as Yelan in that way. When Furina pops her skill, it's not like it's doing damage to generate energy. It generates energy similar to like how Yaimiko generates energy. So per hit for every 2.5 seconds or 3 seconds or something like that from her, how to call them, like turrets or pets or summons, that's how it will generate. It will generate like less than Oz, but kind of similar to Yaimiko. So if you are a Yaimiko main and you love using her burst, you know the trade-off. Sometimes what you have to do, you have to either balance getting a burst or balance the skill damage, that is. So yeah, if you want to build her for damage, you could go ahead and do that. You will have to run a battery with her. I see no reason not to do so. It's a very simple game, bro. Depending on how you want to play this game, you could build her how you want. Me personally, I am going to stick with this build. I really want to get this energy up to 200, but I really think it's a good build. So that's it again. Let me just remind you, I'm using HP Sans, HP Goblet because she gets a ton of elemental bonus damage from this set here. And I'm using a crit damage here. If you don't have enough crit, then you switch to a crit rate. But I need to get a better piece in this. I need to get some energy. But yeah, this is honestly the only guide that you need for Furina. Sure, there's a ton of other ways, but I'm just trying to simplify it for you. I know the Yelan example isn't as accurate as it should be because, you know, there's two different characters. You know, I haven't used English in a long time. I just reinstalled Genshin. But yeah, if you don't have the Festering Desire again, you could use the Favonius, but the only problem with the Favonius is that you won't be taking advantage of this unless if you stay on the field with her. But yeah, that's my guide on how to build Furina. I really think that this is the best way to build her. I will be doing a ton of tests on the night that she releases. I will be streaming my pulls. I have, if I'm not mistaken, I have about 105 pulls right now and I'm on 50-50. But you know, like sometimes like you just have a feeling that a 5-star is coming early. So most likely I'm going to guarantee getting her. She's a very versatile unit, honestly. You could build her how you want, but this is the way that I am going to. So leave it to us on below. Hit the like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.
In my sight, landing nowhere with the sight. Had to take her with me. She was tasty to my sight, so I had a couple.